Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Dr. Young, and I am your instructor for Human Resource Management 545. And I want to introduce myself and just give you a brief overview here of the first session here. This is going to be lecture 1. And the course starts January the 6th. Basically, let me introduce myself. My name is Stephen Young, and you may address me as Dr. Young. I am currently a principal in a consulting firm. And we do consulting for major corporations in the areas of improving their profits, their revenue, reducing their costs, recommending various management procedures, policies that will improve efficiencies in a nutshell. Some of our clients include the Boeing Company, Lockheed Martin, Northrop, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, just a few of the firms that we've worked for. My educational background, I have a bachelor's degree in engineering and business, a master's in business administration with the specializations in management and business operations. And my PhD is in applied management, decision science, leadership, and organizational change. So that's me in a nutshell, and I welcome all of you, and I look forward to our journey together. I'm going to cover just 3 topics. The first 3 chapters. One is, of course, human resource management. Chapter 2 is the strategic approach, to human resource management. And Chapter 3 is the legal environments of human resources, human resource management, and basically equal employment opportunities in that sector. So Chapter 1, the real takeaway here in Chapter 1 has to do with knowing that most of the objective for human resource management has to do with the planning of the organization in terms of integrating the major objectives. In most firms, the human resource management department is kind of the nerve center of the organization. Each department, each segment of the organization at some point in time has to interface or integrate with human resources for a number of reasons. The objective here of human resource management is to assist each department in accomplishing their objectives and their goals. The Human Resource Management Department sets the policies and the rules and the procedures for the organization. And most important, the Human Resource Department is kind of the policeman in the company that must have each department and segment of the organization comply with all of the rules, policies, and procedures of not only the company, but also the laws and regulations of the state, the federal government, and of course any international laws if they're dealing internationally and working internationally. So the Human Resource Department has a huge responsibility of making sure that everyone in the company is doing what they're doing that is proper, and also to assist each department and manager in accomplishing their goals and objectives And of course, this is done again with the human resources being integrated in each department. So one can see that HRM has a very challenging and exciting function in the company. The next chapter has to do with the strategic approach to human resources. And really, that chapter, the takeaway is that human resources participates in the strategic planning and helping the managers accomplish their goals and objectives. And of course, this has a lot to do with making sure that the company is competitive both in the global markets and the national markets and the local markets. Human resources, they are again engaged in making sure that the productivity and the quality of the products and or services are meeting the standards here of management. And most important, they're engaged in providing and helping the managers provide a very diverse and competent and skilled workforce to perform the various tasks that needs to be done in the company to deliver the performance that management is looking for. And the organizational factors here has a lot to do with the goals of each department and manager. It has a lot to do with the organizational culture. Employees have to fit within the culture to work. And of course, everyone has a different task, so the nature of the task is important. And also, we have the HRM that's developing the leaders, the managers, and also the professional staff. So you have all of these factors taking into place that is really engaged in making the effectiveness of the human resource management department what management wants it to be. The last area that we're talking about in this sector here is the legal environments of human resources and equal employment opportunities. This is probably one of the biggest attractions that we have for attracting excellent talent from all over the world to America and to the United States is the equal employment opportunities and the laws that are implemented to show that everyone, regardless of race, the color of your skin, your sex, your age, your national origin, your religion, that you get an opportunity to participate in the success of the company and also the success, again, of the economy here. So one of the legal, again, this chapter goes into the various laws that prohibit discrimination. And HRM, their job is to police this within the organization so that each department is performing under the laws of the state and the federal government, and also under the rules and the policies of the company. So this chapter goes into Title VII of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which states that no organization can discriminate against any individual regardless of race, creed, color, age, and of course this is again the laws of the federal government. And then of course we have the Executive Order 11246, which prohibits the discrimination again of those individuals from different races, color, national origin when it comes to dealing with federal contracts. If you're going to be dealing with the federal government, they police this very strictly. So some of the big companies here align to this. And then, of course, it talks about the Age Discrimination Act, which is a very big factor now that the baby boomers now are, again, over 65 and retiring and are interested in going back into the workforce. And, of course, they have the Pregnancy Discrimination Act, again, where you cannot discriminate against women if they become pregnant. And, of course, they have the Civil Rights Act that simply says that they deter harassment and discrimination here of any individuals here. And so this is a big takeaway. They also have the fact that you can't discriminate against certain groups or segments of the organization because they belong to a certain group or race or creed, where one group is treated differently than other groups. This is normally called disparate treatment. So these are some of the big takeaways from this chapter, and I look forward to again highlighting the next section for you, and I will do that. So I will see you in the classroom. Thank you very much, and I look forward to working with all of you.